This is April 24th, 2015. It is 5 a.m. and a little bit more maybe. And for the reality just to declare, and I hope I can do it right, with no big words and nothing extra. Just to say, I am at my address. I slept here since 20:30 last night. And it is almost done here in Buenos Aires, but the winter is nearing the autumn. This fall is really still around BLYTT-KEY at the reality of BLYTT-KEY is nearing the darkest hour for around a different daylight. Naturally, suddenly the reality is that I am tired. Suddenly the reality is that I had a weight of abominables degenerados, and I still suffer them all over. And suddenly the reality of these degenerados abominables, the core of them were one which were called Guillermo Horacio Brain, and the brother of it, saying things like, for raising against the anointed, for making damages to us, we poor, and tell the world like happens to Christians. And there is the use to of diablos degenerados like that, Guillermo Horacio Brain, to taking titles an element for the Ingibishkova Matmakova. It means the clear fact of taking an image, putting an advertisement, saying that image an advertisement with an infrastructure of manipulation, with an infrastructure of trampling, with an infrastructure of producing trampling lives, to making them believe they are good, holy, worthy, and so much other, and being Asiya Potachmiba Anatretov, which is being a very enterprise and corporation, or a temporal and a vinavia, which we call guarida. You can say a cave, or you can say a hole of criminals, vermins, degenerates, fitting themselves about each other's believed and belief life. This is the case that United Evangelics Argentina and UNASUR came to be. Everyone united with the supposed Christ is going to save us, and we will be the anointed of the Lord. We will be the ones that says the truth. We will be the ones that delivers the reality of the heaven and the God himself, the official. And third, to making this so long, since I have conscience about. So at the clear of this Guillermo Horacio Brain is already hell creature history. And the reality of this, with the whole of the perras degeneradas of it, is exactly the reality of the keeps making the manipulation and staging. The Barrevisa Vasejam telling, oh, Guillermo Horacio Brain is a mass. The usual term here in Buenos Aires saying, es una masa, is like, oh, he is cool. He's awesome. He's Pradlakti, Bendrotia. And suddenly, the Guillermo Horacio Brain is a mass, where because of Sodoma-Gomorrah we're benefited on the blowjob, and saying, oh, whenever we want, he comes and does it, oh, he's awesome. And also for Perra Diabla, Guillermo Brain, organizing Perra Diablas just like him, went all over the world, giving in my people for the maricas y reventada mierda to go to rape and murder and keeps on making the same thing, and putitas enfermas, sorry the word, forgive me this, there's to keep on saying, ¿y cómo viola una mujer? Should I say again, you're used to perra sucia? Couple of Viagras forced, a pishka, forced that you are with the narcos all over, some mushroom boncavos has synthesized, the person loses the control, you have the boner, you put cuffs on, face up, in kidnapped state, in a bed where no one is gonna cross the door because of the whole police station and the whole puta mierda Fuerzas Armadas Argentinas covers you and perra sucia, Cristina Kirchner, and you go make the act 7 days, and after 7 days, with 2 Viagra stay, you have the act and you murder a person, a man, for you to have your life and your power. Pedazo de perra, Gomorra. And in the middle of this all, sorry for this, just like to say, this glass of a shit benefited on Guillermo Parra Brain, giving in our people for being massively raped and murdered. So what the reality of the soul is so used to that perro degenerado turn to saying, oh, who's gonna kill me? The whole of the army of the world is with me. Falso profeta, reventado, degenerado, brujo, diablo. And like I said, false prophet didn't mean wouldn't have power. The problem is the deflective diablas, alienated diablas, Evangelistas Unidos, things like it were power, where is the power? Is the Christ, is the God? No. Power is the assignment for the profound pagan degenerate son of a p-word about to taking what Adonai never gave for the making what they do. So the false prophet will ever move Power's original sin, being God and like God, which no God and not like neither. And the reality of power to making disasters, deflecting people, abducting people, destroying people, the real word expresses Ba'adgial I adesot mo'adishavodka di inaktach movumavala mutkubu. Be'akeraveti kishvat kabatel gimatchema plechma keravati vismot avot kiavatmot kivisesh givaspotach linginaf ainom. And says, because of the one that will say to be the head of the whole of the BLYTT-KEY, which is the creed at the belief of the God himself, shall come from the south of the Ben-Ravika, which is the jealousy of the abominable, shall come from the Bret Abdoma, cradle of the grand whore, Nimadu, Shlutavu, shall be called for the glorious courteous and shall take glory above the royalty and the reality of my name, which Eliah shall be called as well Eliah. And this one shall making the bearing until the orders of my name to be established, and once I to give my order shall execute, says El Adon. So at the clear of the day, this one were exactly like we're called, the prophet of the Vinskavamu, abominable gender, of Sodom-Gomorrah and Vince-Nat, which is exactly officialism Kirschners-UNITED. And he will call himself right to the saying that I will give him orders, conscience that is a lie, to possessing my royal Eliah, and destroying him and making a V&2, which defines like if there will be a very exhibitor and an element for the taking like a gondola product for demons and the generation abominables, for they to satisfy and fulfill at the destruction of my holy saying that they will do and be my Eliah, which his name will be the Aleph Apesmot Anigaf Omarim, Mev Motov Ma'atko Mo'im Anishovot, Bet Sual Ayotzu Biishka Dematkinatunav Daslu, Rianti Devenshol Reskiva An Isti De Ilmot, which at the real of Tivas Bachlach, reading Ainima, the name is Alejandro Mario Blanco Radami. At the Armageddon book. That whenever the reveal to be done, he will try to dispossess of everything until the last blood drop, as they were before and they were always, ancient Sodom and Gomorrah city, with the head of the Ben Itamishad, that at the time that I came, says Yeshua, El Chai, El Achachai, Mashiach, Venchit Ansi, birthed in Saret. And this is the term and the name, Saret, which after should be called Saret, but for the Blachivisachimish Komatzmi will be known like Nasar in Natsub, in the Hariba Nit Orav, which will be Advinik against my name and against Eflechinam. But the mercy for my people shall come and embrace in the whole I love, and they will understand the reason of the denigration and the reason of the Ben Remiva. And my mercy shall embrace Berchi Vain Sahutav. And then the clear fact of this will be the Blerevesecheshiva, that this one were permanently robbing to me and robbing to my royal, destroying me and destroying my royal, and raising abominables to generate witches, sorcerers, magicians, and all class of a demon, telling that I will be mercy of them, and giving them the glorious moments and times, for they do having the ben revisives podactica mabanki. And they shall know that this is a fraud and a lying, dishvasiv, and they will ever come to the reunion of the Viat Renatishmona Vikifa Katku. And that's the way they will found the nest of the Venchati, and they will recognize one each other as we used to being there, and we used to being who we are. We have enemy, and we won't go to the death this time. But only El Chai determinates and can be. Only He, the only God. At the clear of this, Guillermo Roseprain were organizing with Aníbal Fernández, with Eduardo Jorge Gelcar, Ejército Argentino, DNI, 17,984,796, less humanity, The Hague, BMTDF 4143, 74 zeros, 13199398, middle OCBRMC 13184677747761666668489 OCP. And Roberto Mariano Isica, DNI 24,786,000, Eid Mivak 168. Less Humanity, The Hague, BMT 84 Nuad Mik Nuav 70 zeros 949866216685896166668384, middle EDR EDM 4143 OCP. And at the day of this moment, and at the clear of this time, just happening like normal, organizing Kirschners, and with them to the making the smart big word that generate Christina Kirchner and Nestor Kirchner and Maximo Kirchner, manipulation and destruction and offenses my family and offenses and damages us, poor us, we live in America. The oppressors trying to possessing us, the colonizers or colonizers, pretends to possessing us and making the North mouth of shitholes, the way you die. Degenerada porquería. You were exactly like those you denounce and the ones that are. Trying to survive, you go to murder with those pieces of shit like you. And you turn to saying the North and pretend like psychopaths vinginat anikovan, disorder parrot, perras abominables like brains, that the right ones and the worthy to be the shit you are, for you to satisfy yourself that you're going to be superior and you're going to be the worthy. Perras de cuarta. So what the clear, but Rabaslechabati Hamaplechamachivim Mavam, Sefumat, Guillermo Rasiprin were permanently since before I had crossed by and got them the moment that Perra Brujadat crossed by for the making this always programmed and manipulated by milicas argentinas, perros SODOMA-GOMORRA, perros degenerados, in everything like in my life until my struggling under the do and here do because of we will kill them all. To our God, to Yahweh, y perdón papa los términos, Yeshua, perdona them. And I say Yeshua to the one that came 2030 years ago, not perras diablas, clones, Ramses, the 8th generation of with snake and dog. And others without, just Gatam Bechla Hibiamasim, Hell Div Mia Faspatiri Shadaya from the ancient Egypt. Belrabat Flechavasishavacham, but Levasimim Plachavatspoti and Basfechlachimim, Bitchalachevechlakimim, and Perras degeneradas of, oh, we are gonna act like crazy with this. Stop my video! Sodoma-Gomorra, maricas reventadas y perras de cuarta. Gives with the same wile. Sorry. Gabla vergelache vissere shot livatski bin rechtika mavoat vasesheretliki medch in mafahanav. So the reality were permanently robbing me, profaning me, and there to saying 8 perras of it yesterday. Of course, Guillermo Reseplain has his spirit, mine, and has the virtue, and is telling the whole of the world what is the new Father God himself, and he's going to bring the salvation. Because of God punished it, because of he were the son of Ab, and he were the evil, and he were making and raising against the anointed. Iglesia degenerada, porquería reventada muerta, víctimas terrebate. Nido de víboras, muertos por los siglos, poder, 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 no es mi nombre. Mi nombre es para respeto y ubicación, y ustedes no lo tienen ni lo tendrán. Diablos de cuarta, evangelistas unidos y todo asociado, malnacida, abominación degenerada, ya azoka. So the reality of this, in Bleravaseche visive, lived permanently on the sorry of witchcraft by Guillermo Rasiprin, cutting in pieces for the taking pieces, guessing and making the disaster. So suddenly at the reality I were thinking this 4 a.m. that I woke up, slept too few hours, and woke up under the temperatures and the destruction of maricas y perrastes, on the sorry for the taking the pieces of spiritual with witchcraft that's supposedly being my schizophrenic delirious, for that heaven again. Oh, we already have its piece of soul, and praying is so good, he gave it to us. For we are taking the pieces, we are going to know when taking everything out, and we are going to know what we're doing, we are going to command the world. Fuerzas Armadas Argentinas, perras Brain, perras Kirchners, perras Carnivals, y toda la perra degenerada. Fuerzas Armadas Argentinas, Policía Federal Argentina Metropolitana, which are this, with Prefectura Naval Argentina, saying that they are going to show to the world that they demands and they commands. And they got to be an RI. And keeps on making the same mold, and let's come to the bodies, let's come to this, let's come to that, and kidnapping and massively raping and murdering people and pregnant. And mothers and fathers and families complete. And Guillermo Horacio Prince saying because of they were offending us in what they have done to us. Telling that I will be the beast because of I were persecuting them. And actually I were not persecuting no one. I were showing what they do and who they are since the beginning. The Book of Brain, the Book of Carnival, the Book of United Evangelics, completely at what they says and defines God is and God gives and God produces them infrastructures, them machineries, them associations, them moving, them all as they do and they are, but the just is to the showing who is whom and what is what and what do they do to the people that recognizes the real God and says, you are a fraud, you are a criminal, son of a, and you are all criminals and you are going to go to hell. Given to massive rape and murder and dispossession for the holy God. So the reality of they needs the emblem and saying that the one that makes a right to be a son of up is because of they are demons. And the demon needs God to be the son of up, and they to be the poor ones. And God himself says, you diablos degenerados, malditos y muertos por la eternidad. So the clear fact of it is God ain't nothing like a son of up, unless that. And the reality is Adonai is glorious, beautiful, precious, and just. And what Adonai gave as justice is nothing like perras degeneradas evangélicas en celo por todo lo que es vida ajena, oro ajeno, realidad ajena, bienes ajenos, existencia ajena, valor ajeno y la bendición that God gives to the ones that he himself blesses, telling, you have not charge, and you have not authority given or recognized by the government that I am part of. You have not social and charismatic reason. You have not given title of. You didn't work for the having a charge. Who are you to having this? Belongs to me. And perras degeneradas, that's the thing, of course. Perras muertas. And doesn't respect nobody, and even Adonai making a recognition, I am the one I am, comes and organizes all class of a perra de cuarta and also profaning with technology, DNA, for they to make a market and saying that they has rights to, that they are going to be, and not I telling God dismissed it, dumped it away. Because of doesn't do what God needs he to do. So he went with the ones that had been condemned and talks about Israel. And went with the ones of the beast. And came to making the war to the ones of the God. So God dumped it and he had to become the beast. Because of what writing. And the Vatican has the whole writing of this. Vatican. Nothing further but Vatican. The cradle of the broadest of the whole abominables and degenerates of the world. Nothing further. The most of the forters, liars, manipulative, bracing crap. Like them. Evangelics United. The whole, with SODOMA-GOMORRA, which they are of. So at the clear of this, and for the reason and the reality for all, just happens the clear fact of this, how to keep on. How to keep on this. How to produce this. How to release the clear of this all to keep on. How to make something about. Shall we? In the middle of this clear fact, if Adonai will ever dump me, they should never have to making witchcraft and making altars in them houses to the pastors, altars of witchcraft using gavisut ma'umabu, witchcraft, about my name, my person, with photos of mine. There shouldn't ever have to doing witchcraft. There shouldn't ever have to moving witches and degenerates and profane to the taking piece by piece and destruction over a hocus pocus and the pretending to curse me permanently, for there to work to them and to every barra Sodoma-GOMORRA telling God has mercy, saying that I am the one that damages and I deserve this. If Adonai will ever dump me up, there shouldn't ever have to do nothing. Adonai himself would. So at the reality of the soul, for the being clear about what this is all about, that they turned to having the adulterer, anathema, the generation Bible with the pardon of victims, to saying, oh, but Saul needed someone to be right up on, and there was a spirit that said, I'm gonna do the misled in front of the God, because of God dumped it, and so we are that spirit. So if you are a demon, yes, you are a demon, but Adonai never done that, and Adonai is not punishing me. You are clear since the beginning about this soul, and what you were doing were exactly agreed, even in front of the graves of the ones after massive raped and murdered, for once everyone in the graves of Milicas, Maricas, Argentinas, you were right in front and right beside them, making the spitting to the ones of mine, Evangelista Pren Crudo Carnival, Cabrera, Anacondia. Right in the same ejército argentino, mierda degenerada, places, and telling that they will deserve that, while perros degenerados that you are with were masturbating right in front. And this is not psychopathy, and this is not delusional and not delirium, and nothing like a fantasy. I am not this, I don't need this. I announce and denounce who you are and what you do. And perras maricas that you cover and you are with all the time. And abominables mierdas that you pretend to save, that Adonai said, hell no. They are in hell and you with them. Because of you destroyed my name and you destroyed mine. And my royal, and you went with demons and degenerates, saying that you had a save. Well, I said no, and you were conscious about this one, and you don't shit like you naturally are. And Adonai says, mierda enferma, vayan donde quieren, infierno. So at the reality of this, the supposed son of a big word, that it will be me, and the people that fight for the right of people and for the living and for the right of Israel, to join the reality of El Adon and coming to El Adon and having rights to live as Adonai cave. And Jewish populations found the Blerhavesiviskov Lechachal permanently under the haze of Antiviskova Berchalechimim, Meskelim, witchcraft of Kirschners, profaning Regesh, for the making them at the haze of the unknown and unrealizing and having the clear fact of the bride of the clothing of Lachia, Tachachaida, and Sharim. Give me Tzava HaShachat, Ruach Elohim, to give them conscience about the nature and the reality, and they are so, oh, it's all okay, don't you worry, Shalom, Badim Yisavech Lechim. And so sleeping and hearing forced terms at my mouth, oh, this is nothing of El Adon. But whenever we have to say something, yes, the anger comes, but Adonai cannot bear in this class of terms. And the whole of the besmirching and manipulation is disgustingly genocidal. Like Cristina Barra Kirchner, and all Barra Marica Oficialista, y Peronista, which are the same. With the whole Barra Sucia evangelics that they associated to the Megadeth. So you are abducted once and another, and families day to day, hundreds and hundreds, and I don't aim to put you away because of you come to making damages to the ones that I told you do not tear, and you come to damaging Israel while I told you you are not superior unless associated to Jezebel, Christina Kirchner, and the whole Yafinatia officialism. So if you want to die like a piece of a shit for Sodom and Gomorrah trouser, there you. My responsibility I'm going to accomplish. Whoever to be a victim I'm going to carry as best my strength. With the destruction you as well, not all, were causing. So at the clear of this, if you like to be Shafisa Abinika and open the door to any perra sucia like yesterday I saw coming in, oh, we are the law, come and touch me and blow me up, would you? And you want to be pieces of shit for the shit, to pretend to be glorious and gold, you're gonna know about your suffer as victims I'm gonna carry, as responsibles I'm gonna bury. Verchabat lechi vishkap levechlak, and rechimiam plevaseva shuat matachliki michachai. Imbot levechlek ishka vechlachim. So, the reality of this, Guillermo Resebrain lived on robbing me, even profaned, pagan, perra sucia degenerada diabla bruja, with all of its brothel, playing the, oh brother, it's all okay, like if there will be a batlachim yisechish some ashmasiche dishkatanech matlachim ivam abad, or any gishbatlachim ivan sadek that he chedi hashish, kimoplevechal chanamav. And oh, it's all, oh my God, the Lord, I have ecstasies. And making the blever chevisot levechlachimam, and the face of Lampy and being snakes, and twisty fat rodent ones, watching the opportunistic witch perra sucia moment for the robbing to people and destroying people, which they naturally do, and living off. Right, Lobos? And in the middle of this reality, Verchavel Chiviab Lavaseve Shofach Lachacham, Ibob Levesechiti Mishkama Plechavatsmuva Masivika, and Chavima, and are permanently making the Plechavasivishkov Levechlachimi Valsavim, right, Basalis. And Soval Plevechiti Vishwotavach Machalekim, legacy of Plavesechenim. Right, Napolis, Esperanzas, Panegas, you didn't die yet? You are next, and in the hell, forever. So plechavat lechi viseva shovat hangrechal kimi rechavas voda vasivishvot lematzechal chimivan. Geblevachalachi visechu asaba blechma kivi chadiyashachal kimi. Right, Garcias. Maradeis. Quiros, bastardos degenerados. Gebla bachal chivisovas vatam adlechimi chaveteshka dechlachim, González y Gómez. Arsena, Kalsinskis, Fonsenia. Todavía siguieron con lo mismo. Así les vino. Robat havasecha v'shovatchim matlecha v'secha v'shkop levechmachalim ivam. Ishvot levechlachim. Robbed me the clothes. Manipulating and saying the preach, oh, be faith, put in the verchesi of the offering as much you want to give to the Lord. 1 million, 10 million, 1,000 millions, God is going to give you for the faith. You do it, it's an act of faith that God is going to give you. And you were trying to rob if anything will come like you arranged. With Barra Brain. With SODOMA-GOMORRA Federal. Oh, watch and watch about this. If you see it around with something or somebody to be nearing him because of God answers to him, you take everything off and make up anything like he were a chunky and he were anything like a robber or something around that we are going to support him and give you the testimony for it. The weather is guiding it and goes all around, and we just saw it that there is an answer that we cannot believe how this responses and what is going on all around. There moves power all over, and the weather is kind of a God in living. Take it all off. So what the clear of this, still and on, were at those times robbing me what I had, and I received which were 2 coins at the worth of the real. Telephonic of Argentina Class C. And I were under extortion, the reason why I remained there, and a very big manipulation. I know what they are like. And I suffered too much, and I fought too much. Diablas, brujas, reventadas, abductoras. Guillermo Horacio Preni, prostíbulo. Y evangelistas y prostíbulo. Abductores, diablos reventados, mentirosos, manipuladores, ladrones degenerados. Oh, you're dirty, come here and clean. God has something for you, and you never received because of you were not cleaned. And you make the arrangement for Sodoma-Gomorrah to dirt enough, and also to make the extortion for no one to clean, and you do not receive. So, oh, I'm gonna take because of he's gonna receive anytime. There are people that needs most, like Kirschners, perras degeneradas. Oh, he's gonna go to New York of the gay tour, like praying made up with Marica Reventada, Presidencia de la Nación, now called Marcelo Cipel. Pretender of TNI 31,204,208, with 55 years old, perro degenerado. So in the middle of this reality, me and we're $4,832. And I remember that I wanted a pocket agent with a pencil, a mechanic, and a pen that I wanted, and I had, and even that, manipulating and by extortions of perras maricas, Ejército Argentino, all the time making deals with this perra sucia, Guillermo Horacio Preni, that I put it at the alfolí until the last coin. Like the widow of Sarepta, put the last coins, and that is what Lord Worth is. And so much times going under the weather, and with no coins, and coming at the walk from the downtown to my address, expecting a miracle, and marica perra sucia diabla trying to rip it out of me. And prevent me until my thought he knew, and the reality of perras maricas, Sodoma-Gomorrah, Policía Federal Argentina and Prefectura Naval Argentina, making the profaning witchcraft to saying God given you what he wants to do. He's thinking this and he's doing this, right, Quiroz, perra de cuarta, brujas de mierda, evangelistas, brujas, paganas, profanas, reventadas, mierda abominable. So what the reality of this in he's thinking this, he's making this, oh, he's fallen to us, right, carnival, perra oportunista. So whatever I will ever having naturally designing, like from my children and my teenagers, drawing and thinking cars and flying cars, how will I do it? Thinking about the transmission, which Ejército Argentino started saying, oh, we gave it to him. While perros maricas reventados started saying, oh, this has a chance that we cannot lose. We gotta think about how we are gonna use this or having something of it. And I thought about making a very glass of a pleja virginie on the shape of a chapter body. Thought with 4 wheels in a very like the 2 CV Citroën holding system for what it is. Suspension, you understand? And the clear inside those elements, the right transmission for the wheels, which already is registered. And in a very different disposition, and in a very different structure, and in a very different elemental, designed for this to work. And light enough for the making in a chassis, which will be like a box, and the box enough, and 2 vents, 2 turbos in this position horizontal with front air taking, back air taking, and the sides for the making it turn. And I had only 16 to 17 years old. And for so long I had the capacity that I cut and I show now, and for so long I am the one I am forever. And there's to saying, oh, but he's a mechanic, titled only. No, I have a law decree for the International Criminal Court, an international and much other. I have a sciences and medicine and forensics decree, criminology decree. I have a reality on decrees of mechanics, designing of mechanics, electronics, devising, improvementally reality of sciences that you pretend to rubbing, saying he doesn't have the title, he never studied, and you never studied nothing but being perras criminales degeneradas reventadas de mierda, living off, robbing and destroying and genociding and of the foreign and each other's lives and rights, thinking you can have whatever you want and the rights of others. Basura de mierda. Fortune and, oh, send ours to see what God has given to them. And let's make them pass like we've done. The reason why you remain making to me and keeping me here for you to do to me and to us. Let's and kill like crazy and having all. With this, a witch, an evangelic, like una perra federal near here with a very stupid also. There's no other word to say. Give me a matician, give me an evangelic, I fuck them all and everything is okay. Sorry the word. That is the culture of Cristina Kirchner, United Evangelics and Policía Federal Argentina, Ejército Argentino, Fuerzas Armadas Argentinas. That's what they do. Abominable mierda reventada degenerada. Forgive me the word, please. That is exactly the deserved to express what they says and what they are. And yes, adivina de mierda with the pardon of Amplacin. We're so excited, just like you, desperated. Vamos a degenerada mierda. So the reality of Fatlebechal Habaplecha Vesivishwat Lebechmaltechal, Inkobalchachmia Vaswat Lebesiva. And robbed me the whole of my clothes. And I'm saying clothes because of it's what they become them into. My clothes, my closet, complete. Saying, God is gonna give you a new one, you better keep it. And under extortions and under manipulation, the reality, I gave all I had. And I didn't have to give nothing. Even boots. Saying, oh, that is for the Black of a City, your times of rocker. Chunky, I never wear a chunky, perra, bossy. Y todavía lo sos, marica, esperanza y toda marica, perra, sucia de prostibulario. Carníval, Brain, Crudo, Cabrera, Anacondia, Kirschners, Unasur. Perra enferma. So at the reality of a plefachal chabat, ma plefesivishov lachmati achalakivima. Gabler rabathleche vesivishov lafiach matach lakivishovati. Gelchamat lachava koashava plachpi mat gebachlachni in raat anasevashum ni ivag. And forgive me on the terms, please. I didn't expect I had to say again. And the clear fact, until the last coins in my pocket every day, and telling that I had to give them, and saying that I had to give them and pay what I put it at the Alfoli, over the Berrevissimasi of the offering, that I had to accomplish with the Lord, that they prayed. And I am a legalist. Marica reventada, y vos no sos de Dios. Y Dios no te va a dar millones ni nada, y mucho menos mi vida. Pagana bruja reventada. And making the suppressive, obstructive, robbing me and destroying me, like this last 3 jobs and the last that Mercedes-Benz has wanting to be nearing me with and threatening them if they will ever dare to knock at my door. And now even American Express again, and now even Visa International again, and now even Carl Wonders company with damages and prejudice and porn at the hand, saying, see this? Assembled porn saying that I am a vervasive shofat mascheni with the term of fag. And disgusting, degenerate, lousy, gross fag, insoluble, which only lives for making robbery and destructions and damages. And during this, after they just went away, they went in front of Guillermo Horacio Brains and Kirchners and Policía Federal Argentina, considered of expertises, perrosas, maricas, reventada mierda, whole vagina, with the pardon of that went all around making the and telling, oh, but he is always expecting from somebody to kill him. He doesn't move the ass, said, for nothing and doesn't do a thing about nothing, doesn't go to work and seeking for a job. He expects everybody to give him. Of course he doesn't rob, but the whole that he does is doing nothing and expect everybody to serve him and to give him what he needs. That is not of Lord. And where is my felony and living obscenity and selling narco and robbing cell phones for living? So what the reality of this stagings and everything, I were robbed of everything and kept on saying that they were the right of my life. And kept on saying that they had the right to take them away from me. And they're just saying that they had having my virtue, my everything, that God ati amakuv, and that sivish motavatlachinim, and that Adonai will ever dump me up, because of they will ever be hypnotized. And the Spirit of God is in me, remains in me, by making the national security techniques of witches and degenerates. Profana parra bruja de cuarta, cristiano soretón, abominable del infierno. Sorry the word. Like you pretend my people to be. Soretón es el término que te define perfectamente bien, y de la cabra de Lucifer, el cual sos, diablo de mierda evangelista unido. Then, that term, pretending we to be, which they are, and forever. And every day making more damages and pretending to having what class of an anointing that you are going to be, upon the God himself, soretones, muerta mierda. So the reality of this pretends to play the anointed because of moves power can only be for the anointee. And if there is a problem, he provoked this to us, he produced this to us, he were the one. He were the one. The Ruach Elohim that you possess and you said were the spirit of the hell and the devil. Whenever Lord told us that we had a taken yet spirit, we didn't know what to say. Oportunista perra de cuarta, perra profana, pagana, ladrón, degenerado, bruja, reventada, enferma, maldita muerta de Lucifer. So what the reality of and at the reality of the soul kept on making solemn the same abomination, and they're saying that they were helping me. They're saying that they were giving me a hand. They're saying that all in mine were getting wrong and confused and manipulated by demons. And showing the lumpy face to the world to, oh, go can kill and disappear that and kill those and give us the 50% because of the Lord is going to bless you. And Lord blessed us and blesses us by giving us his life, and we are going to be him. Eliah and Moshe are just spirits, not persons. That Lord K for we possess. That's the reason why my virtues, my capacities, that's the reason why my bodies as well. And when I say my bodies, you understand. Sodoma says to be Eliah and you, perra marica, evangelista de mierda. And the perras diablas says to be me, Eliah. Bergama pleve jaljabat pleji bisejanin, perras diablas Gomorra, como todas las perras prostitutas que tenés dentro de tus prostíbulos, evangelista de mierda. Berleve jalajama pleve sifshav ama pleve jalaji bisoat plavimi. And this is a cause for you to come to cursing me and making your magic prayer of, I'm gonna give you third devil. No, devil is you, every one of you, perra. And third shit, every one of you as well. Macha maleva, perra sucia bruja. Oh, I'm gonna pray on you, and Lord is gonna put you in the hell, and already put it. You all there, sorry. And already sent you to hell where you belong forever. Maldita perrada sucia degenerada. Hocus pocus and being raised by the follies of Sodoma above the blech of a city's couple of Achlachim Yachalim, that Yachalim, but profaning me, Barra de Cuarta is gonna put you like the shit of a demon, a maflechi, like you spoken, shit of a demon, demons, perras, diablos. And no other are you going to be. In the wrong English and the bad English. No any other you all are going to be about. Sorry. Getlach vasechli visfot lemasev shvat lebach adech makli echemaflechi simivem. And they need say the swearing because of they need to denigrating on, oh, make it sin is the only way to defeating it and taking the spirit. Make it sin all over and produce whatever you need. I'm going to support you and I'm going to help you. And I'm going to be for you and Lord is going to be for you because if you're the authority spirit by him. Trimon, perra. Sonia. Sople bechal chimia pleveseves kople bechal chimia pleveseves kople bechla chivikin. Rebo plechem opvot pleveseves koplechim. Make it sin, make it sin, make it sin, make it sin. So we take its spirit. And we always had it because of we had rights and Lord told us to take in its spirit because of he were about to make disasters. Malnacida mierda degenerada, fomentaste Sodoma y Gomorra, alimentaste Sodoma y Gomorra, mamaste Sodoma y Gomorra, oralizaste Sodoma y Gomorra, te prostituiste a Sodoma y a Gomorra. Y a Sodoma y a Gomorra serviste y a Sodoma y a Gomorra alimentaste y diste de la vida nuestra, de la vida mía, de mi sangre, y todavía te atreves a decir que sos de Dios y que Dios te da mi vida y la vida nuestra, para que hagas lo que quieras, perra de Sodoma y Gomorra, evangelista unido. Y toda tu maldita Sodoma y Gomorra diciendo somos amenazados, somos pobres, nos están haciendo daño y Él no nos ayuda. Perra maldita responsable de toda esta degeneración desde el principio se te avisó y fuiste muy consciente y avanzaste para hacer lo que se te cantó. No manipulas a nadie más. Exhibo hoy todo lo que hiciste y todo lo que haces y los libros de quién sos y a qué te dedicaste y qué es lo que conscientemente me estuviste haciendo y qué es lo que vivís haciendo. Maldita perra, violenta, reventada, degenerada, prostituta, rencilla de Lucifer, perra abominable, maglata anroca pusat. Prostituta, reventada, abominable, vas a morir y vas a pagar por lo que hiciste y haces. Perra de cuarta, evangelista. Vergama pleve givisovalech maktihini anfofswale betechlakimivam. Am pleve givisoal tebeseveskoplevechtlekimi rafia. Imaseva. Guerra espiritual. Demonios son. Y ustedes no hacen guerra espiritual. Ustedes hacen brujería barata. Deflectiva mierda del infierno. Ustedes no son de Dios. Ustedes son diablos y son brujas y así van a morir. No hay guerra espiritual entre los hombres. Existe el reino de los cielos y la voluntad de su Dios y el Dios Altísimo determinando. Inventaste un credo, definiste sus determinaciones según lo que podías hacer con tu brujería y lo profanado del regesh, e hiciste obra de imperio de sí a mi cabo tabú. de lo que vino de la maldita degeneración de Poncio Pilato, y es a lo que te dedicas. No sos del reino de los cielos, no tenés revelación. Tenés arte de brujas y de Sodoma y Gomorra proveyendo para la manipulación de los estúpidos, para la destrucción de las víctimas y para la mierda que sos, cabeza evangélica, para tu mercado, tu negocio, en base a destruir mi persona, mi gente y decir que sos el héroe de la humanidad, para la redención y para la salvación de los que Adonai desecha, condena y pone en muerte por todos los siglos, como vos, Shalá. Y Dios mismo te dijo, tu mundo no es mi mundo, deflectiva porquería. Se metieron profanando donde Adonai no los quiere, donde Adonai no los llamó ni les dio permiso, y juran ser del reino de los cielos, y la única respuesta que dan es para Lucifer. Y destruyen lo que es del reino de los cielos porque dicen que daña, y destruyen al que es del reino de los cielos porque dicen que es legalista, fariseo, porque dicen que obra en contra de la misericordia y el amor por las almas, y en realidad son diablos, ustedes y los que ustedes buscan para salvar. Y todo aquel que manipulan y destruyen de los míos es para Sodoma y Gomorra, sus mercados. Y Adonai los pone muertos a ustedes y a su maldita Sodoma y Gomorra, y de ahí no salen evangelistas de mierda. Así que engañan al hombre y a la mujer, y manipulan como brujas y como reventada mierda, diciendo el Señor nos puso para dar pagos. Adonai no necesita perras ni maricas, como ustedes. Adonai se basa en sí mismo y en para qué traer de su reino a Yeshua, el cual yo soy, que vos profanás para tu mercado de Sodoma y Gomorra, perra evangelista, de la realidad de ser el Yeshua, la persona, la guerra de su nombre, en contra de la mierda como ustedes y las perras de Sodoma y Gomorra que ustedes pretenden traer al arrepentimiento que Adonai ya conoció que conscientes son cada uno y solamente los pone en el infierno y solamente verá víctimas. Ustedes no son guerra espiritual, ustedes son brujas, diablos de Sodoma y Gomorra, profanando unción y poder, en conceptualización de Dios nos justificará por la fe, y lo único que tienen es muerte. Porque la justificación no es por fe, según la Reina Valera o la Saint James. La justificación es por la fe en Él y por la fe en la voluntad del Padre. No en la degeneración que ustedes conciben. Perras. ¿Ves cómo los agrede? Es como lo que les voy a dar por los siglos. Y ninguna otra cosa tendrán. Y a ustedes con ellos. Y cuanto más dañas y vas a atacar a mi gente porque te digo lo que sos, las maricas de Sodoma y Gomorra, defendiendo como cafilla la prostituta reventada que sos, diciendo el Señor los manda, más muerte te doy, perra de cuarta. Sorry for this. En blerba severhi foat la veseshuat madrachiliki vochleve soa civil blativish motamachlachima. En rechalechivishab, en rechablechivisobatnin. Intescoblachmatlecha givicholash vamavam. Drechlat tichechal blevesevach kobat, rechal gimirachilevishwati ma blevechmachanimivim. And gives some making like any witch. Hacelo pecar y hacele caer y hacele entrar en toda forma de sexo, de destrucción, de daños, que se drogue, que robe, extorsionarlo, hace cualquier cosa que yo te ayude, te defiendo. Así le sacamos el espíritu, la virtud y la vida porque le pierde todo. Nada perdí, ni pierdo, ni perderé. Profana mierda. Y la destrucción y la deformación de mi vida que haces diciendo, por levantarse en contra de los ungidos, por Sodoma y Gomorra, putas diablas, disculpando el término, sorry. Profanando y deformando mi vida, diciendo que tienen derecho, por levantarse en contra del ungido, putas diablas, violadores, asesinos de mi pueblo. Reventada puta evangelista, es exactamente la muerte que eternamente vas a tener. La mierda que estas perras sucias hacen y dan, y vos con ellos. Mierda degenerada. Geblergevat vleggevat seggevat spotlevat glachivicoma blachnivak insposevelama. Ishvatachli. And first again.